what was going on in Johnny's 11 to 13-year-old mind where he's just like, nah, like I'm not about that. What my peers are doing, right?
I definitely did a lot of observing. I seen how other kids around me react and behave. And don't get me wrong, I was one of those kids. You know, I was into graffiti, I was smoking weed, ditching school, all of that stuff. Yes, there was always something more inside of Johnny's mind. The things that were going on in my personal life. It was just a lot more important and took all of my energy and time focusing on my personal life than to really make time to follow the crowd. Luckily, when I moved, you know, I went to Cartwright and Borman, so I was supposed to go to Maryvale with all of my other friends. Luckily, the family problems, I moved out of my mom's and went with my dad, got enrolled into Independence High School. Nobody knew me, I didn't know anybody. I kind of took advantage of that opportunity to reinvent myself the way I want to be, not what everybody else expects me to be, not what everybody else is doing. I just wanted to reinvent myself to the person that I wanted to be, the person that I wanted to become. It wasn't until the end of freshman year we had a piano recital. A lot of the students went. So when they heard me play, I mean, word got around. The next day, it was so weird. It felt like a movie. The next day, everybody was just like, hey, I heard you play, great job, yada yada. They wanted to go to the piano class to hear me. And it was cool. There was an art show not too long after that, and the piano was right there in the middle while all the art was being displayed around it, and it's during lunch hours, so everybody's out. Somebody just kept encouraging me to go on there and play, so I finally went up there and I played, and all eyes were on me. It was pretty cool, you know. That was how I kind of got my recognition. After that, I didn't really keep that reputation as far as Johnny plays piano, Johnny does music or poetry. Again, I started following the crowd, you know, just for the sake of being accepted. And then I got into some more trouble, of course. I was involved in the whole party scene. I think that was the worst that I've ever been as far as a person. I could have definitely been a better friend. I could have definitely been, you know, a better son, you know, a better brother, you know, a better person overall. It wasn't until I got my girlfriend pregnant and then I realized I was having a daughter. And wow, I have to stop doing these drugs, hanging out with the people that I'm hanging out with. You know, that's kind of changed everything. We split up a couple times. We've had a rough relationship. Learned a lot from each other through the bad times and the good times. Happy to say that we have a great friendship today. You know, I'm still involved in my daughter's life, and she wants me involved, and everything's still going great.
What was next for you? What were you thinking of and trying to bounce back from?
That was the time I really got into music. 19, 20 years old. A friend of mine, his name is Joe. He was in a band called the Skaka. They used to play at the Stray Cat Bar at Tempe. So I was always taking the bus from Loop Air Force Base. I took the bus all the way down to 59th Avenue in Glendale. And from 59th Avenue in McDowell, they would go pick me up. Just so I could go with them on the Tuesdays and Thursdays that they played. Just so I could be involved. Just so I could be inspired, lift my spirits up. You know, it was just really hard for me as a 19-year-old, 20-year-old kid trying to figure this out. So music just, you know, kept me alive. Seeing them just extremely inspired me. I still do music with them, and it's really awesome. I'll always do music just because it's always been there for me. I've relied on people to be there for me. So I just relied on music.